Well, to be two capital G here, looks like we got ourselves a full spoiler and or checklist for the Order of the Spellcasters structure deck that's going to be released a couple of days in the OCG. This is currently only for the OCG version of the product, but I think that most of it should translate to the TCG. Now, we are going to be getting this not too long out. It's actually going to be like 5 or 6 weeks, which is incredibly quick. I mean, usually Konami makes us wait a while, but they're giving us this product extremely fast, and this is going to be legal for national season in the TCG, whether it be the NAWCQ or Euros 2019. You are going to be able to play this, and if you're a Pendulum fan, maybe you don't like the current decks or you can't beat the current decks with Pendulums, this is going to be the deck for you, because I've been on the record at least 5 times. I think that this is going to be 100% a tier 1 deck, so don't think that you would just buy this for some of the other cards inside, some of the ancillary pieces. There's still a tier 1 deck inside. I said that with Soul Burner over and over again, and I'm going to say it again with this Endymion support. Now, there are some bangers in here. There are some really nice high value cards in here that Konami has added for, I guess, people who maybe don't want to even play the deck. But, you know, I think that there is obviously still a very solid reason to buy this considering the potential of the deck. So the biggest bombshell is that DROLL and Lockbird is going to be included in here. It's going to be printed as a common. And I know that some people are already like, Cap G, they took DROLL and Lockbird away from us once. They'll do it again. I'm not sure if they'll do it again. I kind of feel like Konami is on a roll, especially after the Soul Burner structure deck was so successful, you know, not only meta-wise, but then from a financial standpoint. I knew multiple shops that sold out immediately, and in the secondary market, people were jacking up the price, etc., etc. I kind of feel like Konami knows that this is the biggest chase card in the set, and this will be one of the cards that brings a lot of people to buying this who are not interested in playing Endymion Pendulums. I mean, this is essentially a $25 card right now in the TCG, and I don't really think that the price is going to go down over the next 6 weeks. So I think that Konami would be very wise to keep DROLL and Lockbird in here as a common, because then they can sell it to the budget players. They can sell it to the meta players who want extra copies, etc., etc. For people who just don't want to buy Drolls and Locks at, you know, $25. They, want to play the card against the meta decks that run Dangers, and it's good against Sky Striker. It's even good against Pendulums, because if they do their first search, whether it be Terraforming or Dark Worm, then they can't Desires, they can't draw from Electromite, etc., etc. So I think DROLL and Lockbird in here, or staying in here, would definitely be wise of Konami, and I don't really think they're going to take it out twice. I don't think there's going to be any effect veilers or any of that nonsense. Also, Pot of Desires, another great, amazing reprint. I like this card in Salaman Greats, but you can also run it in other places. This card will be pretty much a staple in this Endymion Pendulum deck, and it is currently a $5 card in the TCG at the lowest. And really, if you just kind of look there, you don't even look at the fact that there's a tier 1 deck inside, you basically have $30 of value and a $10 package. And that was one of the biggest reasons that people picked up Soul Burner. It was like, yo, this is $30 worth of cards without even looking at what's inside the actual archetype inside, you know, a $10 package. So I feel like that, you know, these two cards alone can definitely move this product. Now, there were some missed opportunities, and this is going to bug people because I think that this is going to have secondary market implications. They did actually. People were wondering if they would give us any Mythical Beasts, and they gave us 2, but they gave us the wrong ones. They gave us Mythical Beast Cerberus. This is not the one we wanted, and they gave us Mythical Beast Medusa, another card that we did not want. The Mythical Beast cards that we didn't want, guys, were cards like Master Cerberus and then Jackal King. Jackal King has never been reprinted. It is a $20 card, and I am not trying to affect the secondary market here. However, and again, I already believe this is a tier 1 deck. I feel like if this deck does extremely good in the OCG in its first couple of weeks, or even if it doesn't, I just feel like this card's going to go up in price. There are only so many of them to go around. You play this card as an absolute 3 of in the deck. The same thing can be said about Master Cerberus, which at least Master Cerberus did get a reprint. So it's not nearly as hard to get. If Master Cerberus didn't get a reprint, it'd probably be the same price as Jackal King. However, you know, this is another card that's like $6. You are playing 3 copies of both of these in the deck, mainly because, you know, like Jackal King is not a hard once per turn. So if you have multiple on field turn 1, doesn't matter. You get multiple negations, and you're playing Pot of Desires in the deck. So basically, if you banish a couple copies, you still have access. You want to play 3 of like all your cards because of Desires. So I kind of feel like Konami could have included both of these, and then we would have probably seen this structure deck like 100%. It would have just been flying off shelves. You probably would have had to pre-order it. You might have even seen people, you know, price gouging like they were doing with Soul Burner, just because there would have been, I mean, essentially there would have been like $60 of, you know, value in a freaking structure deck, which that's just insane. Like, I don't know if Konami could even do that, man. Put so much money in a structure deck that, you know, these things would just be like flying off the shelves and no one would be able to keep them in stock. But, you know, they didn't do that. However, I think that there's still a lot of value in here. A couple of other cards that were not included in here. They put some spell books, wisdom, power, and wisdom, power, and secrets. There is no spell book of knowledge. This one, from a fundamental standpoint, actually makes less sense than the other ones, and it's only like a $3 card anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. They did not put Electromite in here. It's another like $3 card. I do think the reason they didn't put Electromite in here is not because, you know, they know that people are going to run Electromite and they need it. It's because simply there is another Link monster in here, the new Break of the Magical Warrior Link. It's in here. It's designed specifically for the Endymion support. So I think that that's kind of the, you know, the Link monster that they're going for. I do think it would have been nice to put an Electromite in here, considering it's basically like the official Link monster for all Pendulum decks, and every Pendulum deck except like Cleafort basically plays it. You know, Luna Lights I don't really consider like a Pendulum deck, but I think that, you know, this is still a solid package. There's still $30 of cards in here, assuming DROLL and Lockbird doesn't like super tank in price. Even if it does, it'll still be a very good card, because it's just so good to have, and it's such a fantastic card periodically from time to time. Right now it's excellent, and I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that people will be picking these up? I feel like they will, even without the 2 Mythical Beast cards in here. Would have been nice to get them, but, you know, Konami didn't put them in there. Are you excited? Are you gonna play this? What tier do you guys think it will be? Leave it all in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.